It's made my feet go sweaty and hot, so I'm going to take my shoes off.
Hey yo guys, what is going on? My name is Lou and today we are doing something very special. Now I say we because today we have a special guest, and that is my dad.
Hello YouTubers. Hello Lewis.
In today's video we are going to be doing a father-son tag. Have you heard of tags before?
Like a tag team wrestling thing. You have to, you know, touch or shake or something, is it?
No.
Come out fighting?
No.
No.
No. First question.
I'm ready.
What was I like as a child?
Like as a child, yeah, very quiet, quite a quiet, contemplating sort of a kid. Used to play a lot with Thomas the Tank Engine toys. I can remember coming to pick you up from the nursery one day and looking through the window, and you got a Thomas the Tank Engine little, you know, train thing on the table, and you were pushing it forward at like a snail's pace, and you were watching the wheels going round for about 5 minutes while this chaos in the nursery was going on around you. You were there in a world of your own. Thomas the Tank Engine at about 0.0001 miles per hour across the desk.
What were you like as a child?
I don't know, I don't remember.
This is great banter.
What do you think of me making YouTube videos?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I've never sort of done anything on YouTube videos myself. I've seen a lot of obviously the YouTube stuff that you look at. PewDiePie and all that sort of stuff is quite famous, isn't he?
Yeah.
On the internet. So yeah, I've used YouTube. I remember the first time I ever saw YouTube when I was at work, funnily enough. We were doing some
Slacking off, were you?
yeah. Well, we was doing some work in the office, funnily enough, and one of the guys said we could do some music or something to listen to, and he just kind of brought up YouTube. I'd heard the name of YouTube, but not really sort of been to the site and seen anything. And he started just playing some music videos, and this must have been like a few years ago now, probably 8 or 10 years ago. I remember the first time I'd heard of Google as well. How about that? I think they've done quite well for themselves, haven't they, Google? Yeah.
Apart from skipping out on their taxes.
Yeah. So I should have bought some shares when he said to me, I didn't need search engine called Google, but I should have bought some shares, and we'd just be retired by now.
What's a weird habit of mine?
A weird habit of yours? Cracking your knuckles when you're thinking of something, yeah, like that, when you're thinking of something to say, crack, crunch, crack, crunch. Stop it.
What's something I do that annoys you?
What's something you do that, don't get your arse into gear. Get yourself organised. That's annoying. Get yourself bloody organised.
Something I obsess over.
Something you obsess over, apart from cracking your knuckles.
Well, it's not something I obsess over.
Being in bed, probably. Gaming is something you obsess over. Gaming in your technology, iPhone, laptop, iPad, Xbox, surrounded by all 4 gadgets in it, and it's doing something with this and poking that and scrolling that and FaceTime and YouTube and game and music, and it's all going on at the same time. Just in your pit, surrounded by your technology. What was the question? Obsess over, that's it, yeah. What's your memory like?
What's the worst thing I've ever done?
You dropped that bloody log split on the kitchen floor about 3 days after you had the new laminate and chipped it and narrowly missed your foot, which would have broken your foot if it had landed on it. Do you remember that?
No.
No. You had a great big log splitter called a log grenade, and basically it's a big solid steel wedge, like a cone shape. It was about that big, and he was only a toddler, and this thing arrived through the post and he came into the kitchen about 3 days after we had the brand new laminate floor laid, and he says, "Oh, what's that?" And he picked it up off the side because it's so heavy, he just couldn't hold it, and when he got it to sort of off the side of the counter, the worktop, he just dropped it, it fell out of his hands, and it landed between his feet. If it had landed on his foot, it would have broken his foot, and he knocked a big chunk out of the laminate floor, and Mum went, basically, and I had to move the fridge out and start taking the laminate floor up to get the piece that was chipped and laid it all back down again. And I took the log grenade down the garden away from you then. You little...
Favourite moment of us together?
This one. How about that?
That's a cheap ass answer.
Holidays and stuff, I suppose. Just time and holidays and things like that. So yeah, just holidays and family time together, I suppose.
How was I in school?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Banter.
With school reports and stuff.
Oh, school reports. Yeah. Lucy's very studious, works hard, is quiet and attentive and all that, and don't mess around too much, so yeah.
What would you change if you could raise me again?
Probably make sure he's a bit more organised, like I was saying earlier. Get your shit together a bit more. If you're a bit, chaotic when things have to be done. But maybe that just comes with age. You've got to get up and get out and get to work and all that sort of stuff.
Favourite clothing stores?
Favourite clothing stores, the minute I'm into Charles Tyrwhitt, big up the Charles Tyrwhitt sponsorship.
Not sponsored. We are not sponsored by Charles Tyrwhitt. Any phobias?
Phobias, snakes, they like snakes. Can't be doing snakes. I could have been bitten by a snake once.
Really? It's alright.
I was at my uncle's place in France, uncle's farmhouse in northern France, and he's got a big garden. And I was wandering around the garden and it was hot, so I just like kind of wearing flip-flops or sandals or something in shorts. And I got down to the end of the garden and there's this little path. And then go kind of through the undergrowth and there's some stingers had fallen over the path. So I'm only wearing like shorts and these flip-flops or whatever it was. So I'm just kind of lining up to jump over these stinging nettles to land in this little clear area, so I wouldn't get stung on my legs. And I was just about to take off, and I looked at this where I was going to land, and I suddenly saw there was a snake on the path, just a baby adder, and it was brown with black diamonds on its back, and it was a baby one, so it's only about 8 to 10 inches long or something. And I stood there watching it for a little bit, and it's just kind of basking in the sunlight. And it slithered away, so it's no more than like a few feet away, and it was right where I would have literally landed on top of it, so it would have just lashed out in terror.
They're poisonous, that is.
Oh yeah, I don't think they kill you, but they don't do a lot of good.
Next question. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
Yeah, I did. 37 in a 30. Rock and roll. How rock and roll is that?
Are you afraid of heights?
Not particularly, as long as I'm inside and hanging on. I mean, I don't mind flying and, being in tall buildings, that sort of stuff. As long as I'm not hanging out on the outside, I'm alright. So I'm not too bad with heights.
You're not actually afraid of the heights, you're afraid of falling. Occupations you wanted as a kid?
Airline pilot. I wanted to be an airline pilot.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying.
But poor colour vision, so that was out. Just can't do it.
Anything else? Was that it?
Archaeologist at one point, funny enough. Someone else who never wanted to be an archaeologist, didn't we?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? I used to live in a pub many years ago when we was growing up. Did I tell you a ghost story?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And I used to live in a pub, and me and Auntie Elaine, my sister, used to have the 2 rooms at the top. At one point used to be the servants' quarters, and you used to go up this staircase, and there's just like a little landing. There's just 2 doors opposite each other, room that side and a room that side. Because it was the old buildings, the doors used to have like the gate latch. You have to put your thumb on the thing and go ping, and it goes, and then open the door. So I was in bed one morning on the weekend, I think it was, and I was kind of awake, but not, fully awake. I was just kind of just lying there with my eyes shut, but awake. And I got the bed was sort of, the bed was by the wall, and there's like a little table, bedside table, and I'm lying in bed, and because I'm told my feet to stick out the end of the bed, so all of a sudden
Ghost came along and tickled your feet.
I felt something like hold on to my toe and yank my foot. And I thought, oh, it's probably my dad, your granddad. And I thought that's funny. I didn't hear the gate, the door go, because you hear the gates. You can't open it quietly. So I sort of sat up and door's still shut and there's nobody there. And I thought, oh, probably just imagined it because I was, half asleep.
What, did you whole foot like?
Yeah, that's it. So I rolled over onto the side, pulled my feet in. And
Imagine him doing that.
Get myself sort of comfortable again. And I'm lying there for a few minutes, and then I feel these two hands pushed down in the bed like that. So I sort of rolled back into it, and I heard them go like that, and it pushed the quilt sort of underneath my back.
Yeah.
And sort of rolled me up a bit, and I thought, I didn't imagine that. And I kind of okay. Kind of got myself together after kind of 30 seconds, and sat up and looked around, and there's nobody there, nothing there.
You shit.
Yeah, so it was a bit weird.
What is one product that makes you feel like $1 million?
One product.
Yeah.
But my expensive new brogues, they're pretty cool.
Share your hair care secret.
Moving quickly on.
How many countries have you been to? Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few. Don't know. Kenya, Malaysia, Singapore, that counts as a country, Thailand, France, Spain, Italy, Wales and Scotland, they count.
Well, just below Scotland.
Yeah, kind of 10 I guess.
Maybe more than
Oh, Belgium, went to Belgium very briefly, like the Smurfs. Yeah, it's quite an interconnecting flight, and I had to go to Belgium to connect to another flight to Spain, Italy.
What's the worst grade you've got on a test?
Probably a U unclassified.
Unclassified.
Yeah, I don't think they even mark it.
Favourite TV show as a kid? No, Orange is the New Black.
Something like Bionic Man or something maybe. Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno, whatever his name is.
Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno?
Never heard of him. Yes. Which language, apart from your English, would you like to be fluent in?
Spanish is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
I reckon Italian's pretty cool.
Yeah, Italian.
Did you have a nickname?
I think he's been called Rodders at one point. Rodders at school of only fools and horses because he's like tall and thin, ain't he?
Rodders.
Rodders, yeah.
How many times have you been to the hospital?
Not that many, perhaps half a dozen.
What's the last compliment you got?
Somebody said just the other day actually, I walked into the school and said, "Oh, you look smart, you've been promoted." You look very distinguished with my greying and my greying locks. I did tie on, didn't I?
Do you usually remember dreams in the morning?
Yeah, I have some weird ones, don't I?
Share with the internet, my friend.
Yeah, I'll probably send white coats around to lock me up and share those kind of things. There's some weird shit going on there, I tell you.
Send the most recent one.
What's the most recent
The
one?
one with the YouTube channel.
Oh, God. Because we was thinking about doing this YouTube
This very video.
tag. This very tag. I went to bed that night and I had this weird dream that we came up with an idea for a new YouTube channel, and we was going to do a YouTube channel about cosmetic surgery. Not that either of us know anything at all about cosmetic surgery in the slightest. No, so we was going to do film us doing cosmetic surgery on people, sort of nose reductions and liposuction and all this kind of stuff. And the bits that we kind of chopped off, the spare bits that we were left with, we had an idea after that we would use them as ingredients in sort of a gourmet fry-up or something, and the customer would cook up these bits that we had chopped off them, and they'd produce an interesting dish for eating.
So twisted.
And what was it? We was going to have the tagline. What was it?
Chop up and chow down.
Chop and chow, that's it. Chop up and chow down. I think he's got legs. He might go somewhere.
How old were you when you found out Santa weren't real?
I was figured out when I was about 10. I remember thinking, wait a minute, there's a magic man who flies around every house on the planet and squeezes down people's chimneys and leaving them a present all in like one night. I smell a rat, so I kind of figured that one out.
There we are.
There we are.
That's the end.
Okay then, until
Done.
next time.
We need to tell them about our possible series. OMG!
Old man gaming is going to set me up with the Xbox machine and let me loose with the controller in the arena of Titanfall and GTA and...
Maybe not Titanfall shit.
How is it?
Yeah, it's a bit crap. Nobody plays it. Guaranteed if you run on like 3 people in a match. COD Blops 3, mate, now.
Got a what?
COD Blops 3.
You'll probably get some tablets for that, but you know. We've all had the plops once in a while, haven't we? That's what you get from throwing up bits of nose and knees you've chopped off. You get the plops, don't you? Chop up and chow down.
And get the plops. But basically, I will show him the basics of the game and then let him loose on the game and see how well or unwell you do.
Or otherwise,
How,
as the case may be.
how crap you are at the game. So
Which would probably be pretty bad.
chaotic.
Yeah, yeah.
So watch out for that series.
Is it like a Wimps level you can start on?
Of what?
A newbies level.
Noob level.
Is it a newbies level?
Start you out with an easy game. Start you out with Forza or something.
Yeah, okay. And I'm not being shot at in Forza, am I?
Nah.
There you go then.
Driving into walls and crap.
Yeah, yeah. What's that? Lost Cause or something? You've got
Just cause.
yeah.
No, we're going to start from the beginning.
Alright.
Work our way up to modern times.
Mind you, if I'm playing, it probably will be Lost Cause.
Need Matt Elgato.
What's that?
A cat.
It's Spanish, isn't it? El gato. A cat. Yeah?
That has changed my whole outlook of what an Elgato is. Cat recorder, mate.
Record out any cat.
So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to see more of me and him in new series, gaming series and other things.